If you're anything like me, you don't like the ice wall grenade, or whatever it's called. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It looked cool in the trailers and the promos, but in practical application, I absolutely hate it with every inch of my body. Glacier, the Glacier Grenade, that's what it's called. I hate it so much I couldn't even remember its name. That being said, though, there are two others that we can choose from, but we have to unlock them first. Now, we do that by completing a quest called Born in Darkness, given to you by the Stranger after the campaign has been completed. Once you finish the campaign, you'll meet her in Beyond on Europa, and she'll give you the quest. First step, she's going to ask you to acquire 50 energized ether and get 10 stasis final blows. This is the first step, and it's incredibly easy. You can get the ether from Fallen anywhere on Europa, and 10 stasis melee kills can be finished in like 60 seconds if you're a hunter. It's super easy. The next step requires you to complete 3 strikes with your stasis subclass equipped. You also need 60 enemies killed via stasis in said strikes. This is also exceedingly easy. It'll take maybe 15 to 20 minutes depending on whether or not you're in a fire team that likes to jack your kills at the last possible second. You don't have to do this with any of your friends, but I would recommend it because everybody's trying to do it right now, so everybody's going to be trying to take your kills. They don't care about you. It's not hard, it's not even time consuming, but if that's something you know is going to bother you, just ask a friend. Step 3 is going to have you head back to Eternity on Europa. You're looking for Wenix's platoon near the Crux of Darkness. The objective here is rather simple. All you need to do is just head to the location on your map and mercilessly exterminate everything there. Easy stuff. Step 4 will have you head to a lost sector called Bunker E15, and inside it you're going to meet up with the Stranger once you've made your way through the sector. You'll take the skeleton key that you've been forging via all of these tasks you've been doing for the Stranger, and she'll give you a bit of dialogue in exchange. You learn that you're uncovering an old journal from Clovis Bray himself in which he was studying the darkness and thus created stasis. In this way, you are completing these steps to upgrade your stasis powers, so it's cool stuff. After the sector, you'll return to Beyond one last time and meet up with the Stranger once again. She will give you the next quest called, you guessed it, Born in Darkness Part 2. This is also just as easy as the last 4 steps and will take you roughly the same amount of time. The first step of Part 2 is very similar to the first step of Part 1. You're going to need 50 energized radiolarian fluid stacks, which you can easily get from Vex in the lost sector known as Perdition. You'll also need 20 shatter damage kills, which can be a bit finicky. The game doesn't really describe what shatter damage is very well, nor does it track it properly either, so be aware of that. Essentially, just freeze what you can and blow them up before they unfreeze, but again, be aware that you are going to get some shatter kills that for whatever reason just aren't added to your quest progression. It's going to happen. Good luck. It's annoying. Once you finish the first step, you're going to be heading back to the strike playlist again. You need 3 strikes finished with your stasis subclass, and you need to kill 60 enemies affected by stasis energy. This step is simple, definitely one of the easiest steps so far. Step 3 is going to take you back to the Reese Reborn approach on the northernmost side of Europa. You're going after the House Salvation Fallen platoon there. Just like last time, show up and mercilessly exterminate. There's a big guy you'll run into, but you can make short work of him. Step 4, the last step of this quest, is going to have you head back to Perdition, the same lost sector I mentioned earlier. You're going to take the next skeleton key you've assembled through all of this to the Stranger, and another dialogue will ensue. After this is complete, you'll head back to Beyond and return to the Stranger once more, and she will finally reward you with not only Born in Darkness Part 3, but also the Duskfield Grenade. Finally, because God, I hate the Glacier Grenade. Now we're on to the final part of this quest. It's been easy so far, but it's about to get a bit more involved. And by involved, I mean Gambit. The first step involves 30 Vex kills, 30 Fallen kills, more Stasis melee kills and such, things that you've already done twice already. But what you really need is residual darkness energy from both Fallen and Vex. Again, the easiest way to do this, at least for me, was to head back to Perdition and clear the sector once more. Afterwards, just head outside and pick off Fallen until you hit the cap. That clears up step number 1. Next, you need to go into Gambit. You need 3 matches completed, wins or losses, and 60 stasis ability kills. Again, easy stuff. This is just busy work. After that, you're on to the last platoon that needs to be destroyed. You'll be heading to Eternity this time, to this area specifically. It'll show up on your map, so go in there, knock them out, and show them what for, and then move on to the last step. Now, step number 4, the last one, and as far as we can go for right now, since the remainder of this quest is allegedly time-gated, requires you to go into the Concealed Void Lost Sector. You clear the sector, meet the Stranger at the end, and then a dialogue between her and Anna Bray will ensue. And when you're done, you return to Beyond, and you finally have the Cold Snap Grenade. Finally, something better than the Glacier. That clears up this quest for right now. As I said, the rest of it is allegedly time-gated, so I'll cover that as it releases, same as I do with everything else. For now, enjoy your new grenades. I've got another video coming tomorrow as well, too, so don't stray too far.